And that's the reason why they never found the bodies.
Ooh, I think we're live. I think a leprechaun hit him.
That's what they do. Leprechauns used to be like the worst, and people were just like, "Oh, leprechauns." It's like, no, they're murderers.
Well, my feed has been nothing but Irish women and Irish folklore, and a lot of the stuff we do over here is malarkey. Top of the morning. That nobody says that over there. But anyways, tonight's episode of For Music Lovers Only is dedicated to the late Randy Rhoads, who passed away on this date in 1982 in an airplane crash when his tour bus driver took him on a joyride in a 1955 Beechcraft Bonanza with Rhoads and one other person, and they attempted to buzz the tour bus and then crashed into, they clipped it with their wheel and then crashed into a house. So this one's for you, Randy, and you're flying high again. So
did that really happen, or did you just make all that up? What?
No, that really happened. And
Where's that inside the music?
We'll get into that in just a moment.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you. Music Lovers Only.
No, I know normally I do funny stuff, but I had seen that Rhoads had passed away today, and he was a founding member of Quiet Riot, which I think we come on, feel the noise. I think we were talking about them on one of the episodes not too long ago. And then Ozzy Osbourne's guitarist for his first 2 solo albums, Flying High Again, that was off of the first solo album. So yeah, it really happened, and I'm sure there was some drinking going on then. I'm just gonna say.
Tim verified that really happened. He said he was a hell of a guitarist. So.
Yeah.
Well, if Tim says it happened,
yep, he's our fact check. He is our fact check guy a lot of the time, so we appreciate it.
Yes, but this is.
I don't know if you realized it, but I think one of me and Sontia's favorite part of our show has been messing you up doing your intro.
I think so, and that's all right because we just keep on
because even if we don't mean to, we just do it, and it's just fantastic.
But this is episode 98 of For Music Lovers Only, the podcast. We're going to talk drinking songs. As always, I got Sontia and Coach messing me up, but I love it. I love it. This is my favorite part of the week, hands down.
Tripping it up, man. Tripping it up. Should I get closer to my microphone now these days? How does that sound? Does anybody know? Y'all all up close to your mics. Y'all be like eating your mics and stuff, and I'll be like sitting outside on the porch and shit, like walking, like talking through the window.
But I set my mic up that way for me to get in it. I mean, I could turn it up and then get way back, but that's not how mine is. That's what I like about doing this. I like acting like I'm on radio.
This thing is like
ARD.
Yeah, this will make the crickets part next door, so I can still sit back. It's when I get over into the other studio that those mics aren't that way, and you got to get up on them, and then I'll notice it on the Art Assault podcast. But
yeah,
so everybody doing good this week? This weather, oh my god, today's stupid.
I had to go outside in the snow, and it was like feeling like getting stabbed by little tiny like snow ninjas or something.
I wanted to cry.
It was a beautiful week until today. I mean, it's been crazy, but the weather had been fantastic. I mean, yesterday was windy, but I was 80 something. I'm in shorts running. And then today I'm in second coat. My outside guy's gone, so I'm out loading and unloading trucks out in this snow and sleet crap and doing. I'm like, man, what the hell?
I didn't wear a coat today. I just wore my jacket like I'd been wearing the last 3 weeks.
That's what I did, and I was cold AF because I can't cuss. I keep trying to stop cussing because there's no speech on this show.
I don't know. That was a good segue. Last week's episode brought something out of us, but it was also the most viewed on YouTube. So, damn, I'm just like, damn.
It's hard. Do they like us raunchy? Do they like their cube? That's what we don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's cube. I don't
know. We'll have to do a whole cussing episode again sometime. We'll see how that's viewed.
Maybe we'll do our top 5 favorite cuss words.
Or our top 5 favorite songs with like a lot of cuss words.
I was going to say dirtiest or most offensive songs or most cussing,
Oh, most offensive songs would be so wonderful and terrible. I keep working on kind of getting canceled a little bit, but I'm too freaking nice, man.
Speaking of Ice Cube, the playlist is up. Go, like I said, most viewed episode on YouTube for our podcast, obviously. I mean, it'd be great if we could hold that title ever, but we're not. Go check out the playlist. A lot of great songs. Get your gangster on, get your therapy on, and yeah.
Ice Cube is the greatest therapist in America.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. The Book of Faces is starting to pull off our lives, so I don't think I want to reload our lives at this point. Reload them up as not lives. They said they were going to do it in June, start it up in June, but I got a notification that says, nope, it's starting Friday. I'm going to start losing my lives off of the Room Green page. But
I think it's like the 30-day-old one, so that gives them some time. And then we just keep telling them to go to YouTube anytime they want to go find all the archive ones. And
it's definitely easier to find them on YouTube.
Yeah, and you get better views. I mean, the Facebook, going back and watching it on Facebook, I mean, it does something for you, but until you get a ton, it doesn't do enough. Go find us on YouTube.
Yeah, and if you pay on YouTube, you could just listen. Like, you can walk around and listen, even though we're like really cool to look at, but
one of us is.
You guys are beautiful. Love yourself.
But yeah,
I love myself a little too much. No.
We did have a FMLL field trip this weekend.
We did. We did.
Like I said, I went out Friday and listened to Sontia, Sunset Motel
and Mindless Vitality and Sony Boy.
Yeah,
Sony B. There we go.
B, yeah.
There we go.
It was a good time. And then we went we switched it up for some metal Saturday or Sunday. I took the kid. She had fun. Her first mosh pit, she didn't really know what to think. She was kind of scared and mad because somebody bumped into her, and I'm like,
that was it.
That's kind of how a mosh pit works.
Yeah. Well, this was like, I think she said this was before the mosh pit. Somebody was just, and I'm like, honey, you're at a concert. You're going to get bumped into as long as, as they didn't hurt you or knock anything out of your hands, make you spill your drink or something. But she didn't.
There were the rowdy boys that were over there that were probably getting ready to knock her over. There was one mosh pit, and I don't know if there was one later, but I didn't jump in it, and I was so disappointed. But then Jenny Jack came by because I said that I accidentally hugged in the last mosh pit, which absolutely did happen. She said, next time I see you, I'll give you a hug. And then she hugged me while like people were jumping around. And I was like, oh, it's a mosh hug.
Mosh hug. Yeah. It was a good time. 8 bands. We didn't stay all night because, kids. It was an all ages event. Kid had fun until she didn't. It was time to go. And then I went home and got drunk and listened to music. Got my drinking songs on. Got sad. Almost cracked I ran out of my beer and almost cracked open a bottle of champagne that I got at the Our House 310. But I decided to go to bed because I was like, this is probably a bad idea.
I'll say champagne after beers. After that does seem like a recipe for Facebook and phone disaster night.
Yeah. I'm usually pretty good at refraining from the Book of Faces. It's the music that really gets me when I'm drinking. And that's why this was kind of a fun episode, because I don't really drink any much for that reason. I don't drink that much anymore because it takes me to a bad place. All my drinking now takes me to the bad places, the sad, the lonely places. And I don't want that.
Yeah. When I was because I had a bad day yesterday. I talked to a dude and it was just like he was so mean and cruel and awful, and it was like it triggered me a little bit. And then after I got off of work, I was like, hey, I want an actual beer. And then I was like, this is not the time to do it. Like that's when you really want one because you think it's gonna help. That's not when you need to do it.
I even had somebody at work today, literally, that I doesn't give great advice, gave me that exact advice. I was like, man, I don't really feel like drinking tonight, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I didn't have a bad day or nothing. And he's like, that might be the days that you should think about having a drink, not the days that you go home where everything was crappy and you're like, man, I'm going to go drink this one away. It's kind of what I do.
I rarely forget. It like turns into a autoplay, you know, nightmare loop in my head of everything that went wrong.
Yeah,
how it usually goes.
It'll stop after a while. I'm on 2 years, something like that.
I mean, what does Tom Petty say? The waiting is the hardest part, because fuck me, it's been 4 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't know. I'm special.
I don't know. I
don't know where to go from there.
I'm out of therapy now. I graduated. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Well, I don't really got anything else other than St. Patrick's Day, drinking holiday. Not my favorite holiday, just because drinking.
Yeah, I don't usually. I mean, if it's on a weekend and I happen to be around some people, I might, but not a big partaker of it. So
amateur hour, you know, all these people that don't drink trying to drink.
It was bad. Like just the because I went with my sweetness to the parade, and when I was driving home, it was like noon or no, it was like 2:00 or something like that, and everybody was drunk. Like everybody was. Yeah. And I was like, everybody's drunk, and they were like, yeah. It was god awful, so dangerous.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't need a holiday to drink, I guess.
I didn't either, which is why
I guess if you are one of the people that only does it on holidays, then you know it's amazing how many holidays you can come up with still. But
I don't know. Like I said, I was surprised that, like I said, the Irish women and the Irish lore of how much stuff, like I said, Paddy, Paddy is how it's supposed to be, not with the T's. And my sister took one of those tests and found out, I think we're like 30 some percentish Irish.
Oh, okay.
And it makes sense because, you know, I've never been, like I said, I can drink. I can hold my own. I'm not an amateur hour. Even when I ride the pine for a little while, it's like, you know, my tolerance is right there, just like it was.
I think it's crazy that our country's culture is like, hey, you need to be able to drink or you suck.
Yeah. Well, it's like we can't come up with our own things. We, like I said, I mean, I know we're the melting pot, and a lot of people have Irish descent. And so that's why we have the holiday here in America. But it's like, I mean, we got the 4th of July. That's the only thing that's ours. All the rest of them are from other places.
No. I almost said Valentine's Day, and I was like, no.
I mean, I guess that was Hallmark, so I don't know where they're based from, but
I thought that was St. Valentine.
You know, Martin Luther King Day. All the bad ones.
Yeah, the bad ones. Come on. But you got the spinner there, handy, Coach. Let's get into our list.
Oh, this is brought to you by Heineken 00. Sponsor us.
00. Double lot.
Take it. We'll take it. Also brought to you by
good. I think this Coalition a little bit.
Oh,
here we go.
Here it goes. So I got 2 weeks in a row now, didn't I?
I don't remember now.
I think I did get last time because you said you weren't gonna, and I was okay with it last week. But
I wasn't worried about this one. I don't think maybe one song, but I've got 17 songs on my list, so I don't
think we'll have too much.
Yeah,
too much crossing over.
Yeah, I was pretty sure y'all wouldn't get none of mine.
But okay, the very first song that I listened to Saturday after I got home, and 3 more into it, was "It Ain't the Whiskey" by Gary Allan.
Yep.
And that song just tears me up every time. And it ain't the whiskey that's gonna kill me; it's the heartbreak. And I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. 4 years, and it's like, can't I just get a break? And it's not like it's all subconscious, and then it, that's where it stems from. It's not like I'm over here talking about her, all this shit. It's just like, boom. It was the 14th. I made it through. 14th would have been 4 years. Ooh. And I made it through 90% of my day at work. I never get on Facebook memories, but it said something. There was a Facebook memory with Stephanie Nash or something. So I was like, oh, hey, we'll see what Stephanie. I looked and I went far enough down and realized that was the day we got married. I'm like, oh, man. Like I said, I never do this. This is why I never go. Don't trust the memories.
I'm sorry you got that hurt.
But it's life.
Fuck it, though. Fuck it.
Yeah, we'll get to that one a little later. But this song sounds like it came out in 2013. It was off the album "Set You Free," and it sounds like a '90s classic country song, a real classic song. And I didn't realize that it was so new. I thought it because Gary Allan, I think, has been around a while, and I can't name any of his other songs, but this one just tears it up. So. My number 4 is the last one of the kind of bad drinking, but it feels good. But this one came out like right after she left, and it's Doghouse, Yelawolf off the 2021 album Mud Mouth, and a lot of time drinking with it. Just, I mean, stupid drinking. I mean, stumbling around, punching walls, and drinking on it. But it's a damn good song. It's fun. It's a fun video. He's got like I don't know if you know Yelawolf, but he's kind of serious, but kind of funny. But he's got like this dog costume on, and he's hanging out on the doghouse, kind of like Snoopy would, but drunk. He's like drunk Snoopy is the way
that sounds like video. I saw him when we saw him when he came here to Wave, and that was my first exposure, and it was insane. Like he is an amazing artist, and I feel like when I was going through his songs, I heard that one, but I just can't place it.
Yeah. It's a good one. All right, now done with all that and to get into the feel good. I didn't want to do a whole album of the sad shit. So this one is Too Drunk to Fuck by the Dead Kennedys. And this is off the 1987 album, Give Me Convenience or Give Me Death. And I was first introduced to this song from the movie Glory Days. Old Ben Affleck's best role, in my opinion, best character was off the Glory Days, old Jack, but he always wore his button to the parties that said "Too Drunk to Fuck," and so it's got him laid more than anything because the chicks would be questioning, "Are you really?" I don't know. Let's find out. Well, I've yet to get me a "Too Drunk to Fuck" button, but I don't go to parties anymore, so I don't think that would work. But it's a good song. Then that definitely introduced me to the Dead Kennedys, and great band. A lot of fun stuff from them. A lot of fun in your face, but reality. It's kind of like you said. I mean, give me convenience or give me death. Cheeky. That's the word I was looking for. Cheeky. Number 2. Smoke a Little Smoke. Eric Church. Because I'm going to drink a little drink, smoke a little smoke. Yeah. This is off the 2009 album, Carolina. And if anybody knows me, they go hand in hand. We're gonna be doing a little bit of both. About it.
I was so surprised. Well, I wasn't surprised at how many drinking songs were country, but I was kind of surprised.
All of them.
Like, I was gonna say. It was crazy when you search it. It's like, I mean, it'd be like 4 country songs, rap song, 4 country songs, 4 country songs, rap song, 4 countries. Yeah. There's a lot of good ones though. Some of my favorite country songs were drinking songs. Weirdly enough.
Yeah. Some mine too.
All right, ready for number 1. This one just came out, like the first of this month. Still bad. Lizzo. Anybody knows I love Lizzo. I'll be blasting Lizzo all day long. But this I don't need him. I need a drink. I'm still surviving. I'm still bad, baby. And I'm like, ooh, yeah, girl. She is my spirit animal. I love her. Come on the show. Come on the show. I just want to talk.
I did not know you were a Lizzo fan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Lizzo too.
Towels. Check my nails. I'll be going through the house. The kids laughing it up. I'm like,
that's amazing. I'm going to use that information later.
There's no shame in my game.
Next time I see DJ Carbon, I'll be like, hey, I know what you can put on. It's going to make everybody go crazy.
Good list. Good list.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The plate of death.
Coach. Bring the cowboy hat out now.
I don't have it here yet. It's getting made. I'm not in costume night. And really, you know what? Weirdly enough, not much of my list is country. This was kind of an opportunity for me to get some of my bands in, because weirdly enough, a bunch of them have some drinking songs. At number 5 is GoldFinger with Tijuana Sunrise. And it's a freaking awesome song. It's catchy and stuff, and tells a whole story about falling in love with somebody and meeting them and partying with them, and then, you know, being gone or whatever, and doing it without them, basically. So
that one, Tequila Sunrise. That's what I thought you.
That's Tijuana Sunrise. So. Anyway, number 4. This is Shwayze and Cisco Adler. It's Corona and Lime.
Okay.
Also another little song. You could be my Corona and Lime. You know, and it's just a super poppy, catchy song. Yeah, good song. So, and it's not really nothing sad in it. It's kind of an upbeat song. So, number 3. I don't know if these guys are country. I don't know what they are. They're like the rockabilly or whatever you call them, but it's The Devil Makes 3, old number 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically a song about Jack Daniels. You know, so, and they're fun. They've got a bunch. They remake some music, and they've got a bunch of songs. They're real fun. They've got big bluegrass instruments, you know. So
yeah.
That sounds cool. You know, the old what is it? Jack Daniels is the Old Reliable. I think one of my uncles used to refly the Old Reliable.
I'd say the Jack Daniels is the best if you run out of gasoline. That's about what it's good for.
It doesn't taste good.
It's horrible. It's horrible. We've drank a fair amount of it in our day. We couldn't even afford it. Ours was Jim Beam. It was like the cheap Jack Daniels, but it's just as bad. Or Old Crow or something horrible. At number 2, I'm gonna go see him next Tuesday. I'm super excited. This one's with Ballyhoo, I think is how you say it. It's Bumpin' Uglies, Hard Liquor. And I don't. What sucks is a lot of my favorite songs by them I don't think will be there, because it's with a lot of other bands. But they have a lot of good music and quite a few drinking songs. But I'm excited to see that one. Or to go see them. So
I can't believe they're here that fast. I remember when you guys were first talking about it, like last year, it almost seems like it. Now they're here.
Yeah.
Well, like, it's funny because I just told Amy there's like them and like 4 or 5 other bands I've really got into lately, of that Dirty Heads Guild or whatever. And I'm like, if I get the chance and they get close, I'm gonna go see them. And then they're here. I was like, well, I can't not, you know. I mean, like, I can't even say that they're in Kansas City, you know, because I'd probably go do that too. Because that's just a reason to go to Kansas City's not that bad. But my number 1, this is back to like 5th grade or 6th grade. Like you went to a dance or whatever, and you got out and you got down to this one, and we were always trying to get down on some of that homemade wine, but it's Tracey Bird Watermelon Crawl. Have fun, y'all. if you drink, don't drive, do the watermelon crawl.
Yeah.
It was between that and one other country song for my number one, which I'll wait till after Sontia goes. But those two would probably two of my favorite country songs in general, and happen to be about drinking.
I don't think you got it. Go ahead and say it. I don't think you got any of mine.
Strawberry wine.
The one I wanted to use was David Lee Murphy, Dust on the Bottle.
Okay.
Which is an awesome drinking song and also an awesome love song. It's kind of a little bit of a bow song.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Guy that sad drink himself Saturday. No.
I'll be doing both. I'll be sad and in love all at the same time.
I was gonna stop and get a Guinness yesterday, or Monday rather, yeah. But I ended up going with the kid, doing some shit with the kid. So took the nieces and we had fun instead of. And then I was like, I'll stop and grab one on the way home. I'm like, I don't want to go there again. So I'm good.
Yeah, no drinking for me. It's Monday. I did all my last drinking was Saturday with you guys.
All right.
Well, Sontia's just watching, but
I think
you're in another world.
Gonna come up for it's gonna be July. I'm gonna come up on another year on my new year, because I was at a year and 3 months before I took a drink, and then now I'm at whatever from July to whatever today is.
Today is today.
Today is today, man.
Today's the first day every day.
The first day of the rest of your life. All right. Well, good list, Coach. Good list. That was all of them, right? Yeah.
Yes, it was. Hopefully when you go, I know a lot of these are new. Hopefully when you guys go find them, you'll like them. These are my current favorite drinking songs.
Well, they will be on the playlist. So go make sure, check out, subscribe, the tube of views, and it will be there. I'm faithful. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yay! So, drinking songs. When I was gonna put 99 bottles of beer, but really, I just didn't want to. I wanted to pick some other songs, but that was one of the things that I thought when I was thinking about things.
Do you think I could find a video of it on YouTube to put on a playlist? Is there somebody that recorded it? Do you think there is?
There's got to be some band that redid it.
There's probably thousands of videos of people singing that song.
I'll look and I'll add it anyhow to the list if I find it. How about that?
There'll be kids singing it and stuff. People holding up their cats and shit.
Yeah.
Number one. Shots by LMAFO featuring Little John.
Nice.
And I think back in the day when I was enjoying the drinking, that song would come on and it was just like it was a call to go act a whole fucking fool. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed just being a hot mess. I really did. Shot. Yes! Girl, get over here. I love you so much. You're like the greatest person I've ever met in my life.
You really drunk? Were you drunk, Valley Girl? Holy shit. I'm glad I was.
I was Valley Girl. I was philosopher. I was therapist. I was pastor. I would have
loved to have known you, but it just that you don't seem like Valley drunk girl.
I am a terrible Valley Girl. You need to get to know me a little bit more.
I could see you as fight drunk girl, but
no. Here's how I fight, and it's terrible to admit to a live audience, but I will piss you off as much as I can with sarcasm before we get to that point. I want you to be big mad because if I'm fighting you, you're obviously being a dick to me. So we're just gonna drag that out. We're gonna drag it out. We're gonna make a day of it. Number 2, swimming pools. Kendrick Lamar. Speaking of drinking, making you have bad decisions. I like that song because it talks about like the darker part of drinking, but when it comes on, you still, and you're drinking, you still sing it.
But you think it's a good song until you hear the words.
It's still a good song.
I mean, it is, but
yeah, because it's like you have a swimming pool full of liquor and you dive in it. And even though you're trying to dive in it and get away from your problems, get away from your issues or whatnot, it also has sort of a chill vibe. Like, okay, well, let's just lay in it. Because that's what I would always expect when I was sad and I decided I was going to take a drink. I always expected that I would just like chill and just lay in it and marinate and think. That never happened. Not once. Not one time. Never. But I always expected it to.
Maybe it'll be different this time.
Yeah, just dive in it.
I don't think I've heard that one. I may recognize it.
Yeah, it's super chill. It's from a while ago. It came from way back in the day when Kendrick Lamar first came out before he ruled the world. Number 3. This is an old drinking song that I used to actually sing in my 20s with my young friends, and it's the version that I found was by the Dubliners, and it's 7 Drunken Nights, and it's like one of those songs to where you grab your glass and you do the shit like this, right? And what it's about is it's about a drunk. First of all, disclaimer: I do not condone cheating at all. Not at all. I think it's horrible. I cheated on my high school boyfriend. I still feel like shit for it. It's a terrible thing to do from somebody else. But it's about a man who's coming home drunk and his wife is cheating on him every night. And she would make an excuse. And he was too drunk to realize that the excuse was absolute bullshit. Like the first verse is, "Oh, you drunk, you silly old fool. Still, you cannot see that love, that's the lovely sow that my mother sent to me." And she's telling him this is a sow, but this is another dude's horse, like sitting in front of his house. And then he says, like, it's many days I've traveled 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a sow never seen before. Oh! And that's the part that gets you when you start saying, oh, that shit. And sing all of them. It is so fun. And I've never been able to find it, actually. I've been looking for it forever. And I just happened to try to look it up. Like, well, let me see if it's on there. And damn it if it isn't. So that's number 3. Number 4, Strawberry Wine. 17. By Dina Carter. As a Valley girl. Strawberry Wine was my first real experience with alcohol, because I did not know that if you drink wine, like the whole bottle, you'll get really drunk. Didn't know.
Was it Boone's Farm Strawberry Wine or
something else? Because I was so I had my telephone that was attached to the wall that you drag around with the cord and shit. So I was walking around talking to my friend on my telephone, just drinking wine, and then I pour another glass, and then I drink wine. It's like, oh, this is good, strawberry wine, because of this song. At 17, I was 19, and then all of a sudden I sat down and I said, "Girl, I think I'm drunk." And she said, "What have you been doing?" And I was like, "I've been sitting here. I've been drinking this wine." It's like, yeah, that's out. It doesn't really have all that much alcohol. We looked at it and the proof was a high proof. It's like, oh shit, shouldn't have done that. 19. But I like that song because it's really sweet. Like it really is. It's just talking about young love.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so that's it.
Freshman Dina Carter.
Oh yeah, but Dina Carter, yes. Oh no, I'm almost done. I only have one more. Okay. Number 5 is going to be Blame It on the Alcohol by Jamie Foxx. And the reason why I like that is because it calls you into some accountability. And it's also funny. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the funny story. No, I'm not going to tell that story.
Well, that was funny. Oh,
Yeah. I'll tell you guys another time. I don't want to tell this. I don't want to tell it. I don't want to say it.
Well, Bourbon Crow has a song called "Alcohol is Awesome," and it does not blame alcohol for all the dumb shit that they does. You know, you didn't lose my shoe, alcohol. You didn't make me do all the. I can't remember how the it almost made my list, but like I said, there was so many. I had to. I didn't want to do all sad songs, and they had that. The name of the band is Bourbon Crow, so they have a lot of them. I could have just done all Bourbon Crow songs.
That was a good list, Sontia.
Thank you.
Every single one of those, besides Strawberry Wine, was on one of the many of the drinking songs I listened to. It was definitely a lot of them were a venture down high school or just after road, because that was the last time I really went to bars and partied and heard that, other than on movies and that stuff. A lot of those songs that, there was like Today Gin and Juice. I was listening to that, that was hard not to make the list.
Yeah.
That would be one of my drinking songs from high school. And then I Have a Drink on Me, AC/DC. There's just so many drinking songs. It was even like Cheers, Rihanna. I drank to that. Like I was jamming that like on almost the whole way home. I listened to it like 3 times in a row because here's to the freaking weekend. It's just something about that. Like, man, I want to, yay. I want to go drink and dance with you,
Everybody wants to drink and dance with Riri.
Yeah. I don't even know much of her music, but I still want to drink and dance with her. Yeah. Good list, Sontia.
Yeah, I had passed the Cavassier on there too, but I didn't know how people felt. I don't care, but it just it got overran once I found the Dublin song.
Yeah,
I did love that one, man. I just Busta has a song with I wanted to actually, I think I did use it on the last show, the one with Cube, Egomaniacs, and man, that one it was awesome hearing some Busta again.
Oh yeah,
I had Drink Till You Ain't Ugly Anymore. That was another Bourbon Crow.
The hell?
Smoking and Drinking by Everlast, and then Alabama Song by The Doors. I kind of figured that would have been on Coach's list.
Yeah, I didn't pick it.
Tentative, at least.
Yeah.
It's on the honorable mention. I did also had one bourbon, one shot, one beer. George Theo or Theo Good or whatever. Thorogood, I mean. Yeah, I did have. It was hard. There was a bunch. Like I said, I think if this would have been like if I would have done my actual all-time favorite drinking songs, I just kind of looked at this as my current drinking songs now. I don't know how I looked at this one. My drinking songs right now.
I do have a drinking song actually that I wrote called "Drink a Little Bit, Smoke a Little Bit, Fuck a Long Time." So
didn't you play that at Freya Fest?
Out of all of them.
Didn't you play that at Freya Fest?
I did.
Yeah, and you don't play it very often. I think that was there was Freya Fest, I think, had 2 songs. Well, not including the Nickelback song.
Yeah.
That I hadn't heard. And I'm like, girl, you're holding out. Girl,
Yeah. I usually try to change up my play or my set list every time I do a show, but I think the last few you've been to, it was just like my whole life was rushed and I had to play something I knew was going to sound good.
Yeah. You said you're playing tomorrow or Friday?
I am playing tomorrow at Simply Sangria.
Yeah.
It's going to be some Simply Poetry. It's absolutely amazing. And it is at the place that I didn't prepare for because I forgot. And it's going to take me a minute. Anybody shave me. I have to look through my Facebook. But yeah, it's at Simply Sangria. And if you need the information, the poster is going to be on my page.
Yeah. And Coach just has the last night's episode released yet, other than the live, or?
No, it's downloading. Actually, I just got to put it's downloaded, sitting over on Spotify right now. I just got to put some words to it and add their tour dates. and do that, and then it'll be on Spotify. I need to remember I've been a lazy butt. I haven't put the last couple shows even on Facebook or on YouTube. But I get some decent traction here and there, and then I don't know. I got to get better. This one I will for sure. I want to help these guys out. The ones where I try to promote the hell and push the show because I have got people that waste their time with me, like I said, and even like kind of we talked about it a little. We broke the news a little bit last night, and me and you've talked about it a little bit. But I do have a dream of building a little stage here at the Middle Road Studios and doing some, intimate live performances, then making them come sit over here and do an interview with me or hang out. So it's something maybe even where it's just one a month, and having some comedians. And so there's some different spinny ideas going on that I'd love to even spin into this show eventually. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. Sontia, I want damn for sure. You're obviously going to be one of my first people. We're going to have Haters Coalition. We're going to have, the people that I love and that, support me are also, I want to support too and give them a little something. So,
yeah. Sweet.
So 10-4-10, right? That was the name of the band.
10-4-10. It's 10, the 10 or 10, and then FOUR 10 is the band that was on. Go check them out. They're going to be in Kansas City actually in a month. I'm going to go see them on a Thursday night. It's going to be a hard thing to make happen, and they're going to be in Wichita in October. And my goal is to have the stage built at least by the time they make it here in October. It'll be before that, but I want to have it ready to go for that. So
sweet.
10-4-10. They had a new song. They dropped Gun.
Yep.
So check out Coach's episode when he drops it. I think the live is still out. You can check the live out.
Yep, and it'll drop tonight here in hopefully 30 minutes or an hour. It'll be on Spotify. It'll be on all the places you go. Spotify has the video. If you like the video, everywhere else you just get to hear us. And he did live music. It didn't come out, like I said, the way I wanted it to, but doing live music that's actually not live. It was him live somewhere else trying to feed audio to me was hard. I think when I get this figured out and we come do some live performances here, I think it's going to be tuned in and sounding awesome. I want it to be worth the artist's performance or time. So
Middle of the Road podcast. Check that out. Check out Sontia tomorrow. I think the next Art Assault is April 6th. I think we got Rotten Aura coming in.
Ooh.
So that will be fun. The homies, Brian and Paul.
I call them like Rotten Orchard every time it pops up. And I'm like, that's still not right. That's not right.
But all right, well, head over to the website. I got stickers, sticker sale, March Madness. Anything we sell is going back into the podcast, and that's kind of how we're gonna roll with it. All of our views are organic. We're not asking our friends to sponsor, which I don't think we're that big enough to. I don't think we're getting enough views to where that would be something I feel comfortable with. So, but we'll peddle our wares, and that's how we'll do it.
We will take your money if you want to cut us a check for,
if you just want to give it to us,
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
But we would like to earn it too. We'll come, I can't sing or do it, but I'll come make bad jokes. I'll critique you. I'll do a podcast of your life, follow you around, whatever you want. Sontia will write a song for you. Josh can do art for you. Maybe if you just want somebody to come narrate your life, follow you around, and kind of narrate what you're doing, I'll be that guy. Josh will draw it, and Sontia will sing about it. So if you want to pay for that, we'll earn it. So.
I want to play the spoons. Damn it.
Okay. I do play a mean tambourine.
Tambourine man.
Boy, save my soul. I'm on it.
Yeah.
All right, another fun episode, guys. Thank you. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Let's get this up. Let's make this episode knock Cube off. Let's dethrone Cube with it.
I do want to say one more thing before we go, and I do. It was Boone's Farm, Sontia.
Oh.
I'm just
we got I don't know how we're going to word it yet for next week. 100 episode 100. We're doing what did I just say? The Hall of Fame. That's the actual Hall of Fame artist. Our top 5 songs from Hall of Fame artist, I guess. So that one's going to be some research. I probably need to start immediately. But I think we'll find that I know there's a lot of people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, obviously. So I think we should be able to come up with some pretty good music.
Hopefully Spotify has a playlist for that.
Probably.
I would think. I seen this year's list of inductees, and there was, like I said, I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago. There was some people mad about, I think, pop stars making it into there, and I'm like, well, it's been kind of encompassing of all music. It's not just rock and roll, you know.
Yeah, you should call it the Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Thank you, Jana. All right, we're gonna get off here, guys. Thank you again. We'll see you next week.
All right. Bye, everybody. Oh.